What do you think, Miss Addie? We haven't talked to them in forever. Look, I can sit up and hold my head up and look around. Yep. Hi, everybody. I'm alive. Barely. Oi! This little thing is a handful. Look, I got a cat on my butt. Oh, hold on. There you go. Yes, I'm alive. So things have been a little rough still. Miss Addie's growing and doing what she's supposed to do. She's just a handful. Her reflux is really bad, unfortunately. So we're dealing. I haven't had a lot of time to edit. My schedule is still just, if I have a free moment, it's doing dishes and laundry and making doctor's appointments and very essential things, right? But I have been filming a little bit, so after this, there's going to be a bunch of little clips from the last couple of weeks to try and catch up. I may take a couple of videos to catch all those up. I still really, really want to vlog more often. Don't worry, it'll happen eventually. Woo! We're getting better. I have a carrier now, and it affords me both my arms more often. Ooh, I can only sit up for so long, Mom. My head's heavy. It's big. Hi. Yes, Miss Addie has bad reflux, but someday she'll grow out of it. We're hoping sooner than later. Please. Oh, my little kitty. Everybody's doing well? Yes, yes, yes. And this is what the days are like. This is why it's hard to vlog and to make cat videos, because somebody is always making noise in the background. So on that note, we're fine. Thanks everybody for all your notes and well wishes. We'll be back on a regular basis soon, but here's some clips to hold you over, and I'll probably post another one after this of additional miscellaneous clips. So Addie, hello everybody, hello. Yep. She's 9.5 pounds now. 9.5 pounds of ornery. Alright, Missy. Talk to you soon. You two always have a way of making me laugh. Mia, can you lay out of bed normally? By you? What about you? Just wanted to show you real quick. This is the reason you don't plant in Colorado until Memorial Day. It's May 8th. And yes, that is snow. It's a little hard to tell, but there is snow. And it's 33 degrees out. What do you think? Good morning. Hello, Miss Princess and the Pea. Dexter. Hi. Look at you smiling. And grunting. Yeah. Downstairs to put little Miss into her bouncer. And look who's in there. This isn't a kitty bed. Should I put the vibrate and the tweety noises on for you? And the tweety noise is on. Are you vibrating? Is that relaxing? Good morning, baby girl. What are you doing? Hi, Dexter. All right, you food mongers. Can't buy you eat in peace, no? Ouch, Goby. Hello, interwebs. How are you? Let's take a look outside. Wait till you see what happened. Bing! It's May 12th. Hubby scooped off the deck, but we probably got 6 or 7 inches. and it's still snowing. Yeah, it's like 25 degrees out. And happy Mother's Day. Happy belated Mother's Day to everybody. This is from a friend. So, I wanted to pop on, say hello, have Addie say hi. Say happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. How are you doing this morning? I'm ready to eat. I'm excited. Let's get the day going. Yeah. Yeah. You ready to take your meds this morning? Let's see what we're doing now. We're doing Carafate. Hi, you want some Carafate? Ooh, yummy. Hello, interwebs. I got a Mother's Day present. New carrier. The wraps just weren't working for us for a lot of reasons. They're good for some things, but they're not good for others, like going out and about around town. It's just, they were too awkward. So I really wanted a carrier to try that would work on my back and work for her a little better. So far, I like this one. I'm still trying to get it a little comfortable on the back, but she's asleep, so I'm not going to adjust it right now. But she's asleep, and I think that's a good sign. So this is called the Becco Gemini, I think it is. Yeah. She can face forward, she can ride on my back, she can ride on my hip. Of course, most of those are when she gets older, but so far it's got a nice hip belt, padded hip belt. This flips up when she gets bigger so she can sleep. So far though, she is enjoying it, and I'm actually getting something done. I can't do dishes because I can't lean over the sink, but I'm chopping some vegetables for dinner tonight. Doing my chicken, squash, peppers with a little bit of rice pasta saute dish. The part about her sleeping and me being able to get something done with my arms free, big plus. Good morning, interwebs. We are heading to downtown Denver today, which I never, ever go, let alone with a child. We are headed to a doctor's appointment. We're getting the upper GI work done today, which is like diagnostic stuff. I think she swallows some contrast dye and they do x-rays or something along those lines. And I meet with some sort of speech therapist or something like that to look for any abnormalities in the throat area. This is funny because all this natural stuff I tried to do, you know, I really wanted a natural birth at a birthing center, and I ended up with gestational diabetes and then an emergency C-section, not at the hospital I'd even planned at, with the doctor I'd even planned at. I wanted to breastfeed and do all that stuff, and oh, we're stopped at the stoplight. That's why she's getting fussy. I can't breastfeed right now. I'm exclusively pumping. She's on medications. We're now contemplating a hyperallergenic formula because all my food changes aren't helping her. My best advice if you're pregnant, going to have a baby, just had a baby, any of those, keep your plans flexible. Don't feel too rigid because you'll stress out a lot. And it's just, it is what it is a lot of times. So we are off to put dye into my baby and take x-rays. Miss Adeline, for 9 pounds, you sure are a complicated little thing. So we're in the pretty downtown area. This is some of the older homes, a lot of fixed up places. Everything's getting green. I love spring. All right, let's do this. Let's see how it goes. So we're home from the hospital. I couldn't talk in the car. She was a little upset. So we've been home, we fed her. She's napping. She did very good for all the testing. So they did basically first, she laid down on the x-ray table and they fed her a bottle of barium, which is sort of like a dye contrast. And then they take x-rays of her swallowing and going down her esophagus and into her stomach. And they want to make sure that the stomach fills up correctly and that it empties correctly. And all that was fine. Then they filled up her belly pretty good, waited with her laying on her back.
to see what would happen. And you could see it after a couple of minutes. A bunch of the barium went back up into the esophagus, and you could see it was like half the stomach contents went up about halfway and then back down. And so immediately they go, well, that's reflux. And I heard one of the radiologist folks say severe reflux. And it looked pretty bad. I mean, most of her stomach contents went back up. And what that does is the acid from the stomach burns the inside of the esophagus, making it raw, which makes it hurt every time she eats. So then they sat her up in a chair and took an x-ray on the side of her, and they had her swallow a different kind of barium, and to see if her swallow reflex and all that stuff was fine. And her suck swallow is great, so they're happy with all of that. We'll go back to the gastro on Monday to see if we're on the right track with the medications we changed or if we need something else. He was questioning if it was reflux or not, and the speech pathologist and the radiologist immediately said severe reflux. So sounds like I wasn't making anything up. Mother's intuition was correct. It's actually a very tolerant baby, so the fussiness is like when things are really bad. She did very good for the testing. She didn't cry at all. She laid on the table and didn't mind being stretched out and swallowing that nasty barium stuff, and she was very patient. So Monday we'll have more answers, hopefully, as to what we would do. Hopefully I don't have to try hyperallergenic formula, and hopefully I can start adding some of the foods that I've been avoiding back in. I mean, I've been avoiding dairy, soy, corn, eggs, caffeine, which I don't drink a lot of caffeine anyways. Of course, any spicy foods and things like that. So, hello, Troublemaker 1 and 2. I think we like the carrier. I'm still kind of figuring it out. Her head sits right on my sternum and my collarbone right here, and she digs her head into it. It can't be comfortable. I almost need like a pad right there on my chest. But she'll grow soon and she'll change position, so I'm not too worried about it because any carrier is going to do this like that. There we go. Better. Now we do baby laundry. I'm still cloth diapering, and it's working out pretty good. Let me show you what we've got so far. So my diaper pail, I use a wet bag liner that I wash when I wash the laundry. About every 2 days I wash the laundry. The smell is not that big a deal, but of course she's not on solids or anything. I use cloth wipes that I spray with. Right now I'm just spraying with water. You can make a solution, but she's been fine with just water. I'm using a couple different kinds. These are sort of the husband's emergency kind because they have little snap-in liners and they're real easy. And then down here we have all my other cloth diapering supplies that I showed you guys earlier. We're still using, I'll use disposables, like if she gets a really bad rash and I've got to use something that's not cloth diaper safe, I'll use these guys. And when I go to these doctor's appointments like this where we have to change her really quickly on the go, I'll use a disposable. Oh, to be a mom. Go pick on the cats.